If you're like me and hate to chase promotional rates for the highest interest rate in the savings account, what does that leave you with for the highest interest rate in Canada for a high interest savings account? As of 2024, it seems like most decent high interest savings account has an interest rate of about 4%. Some decent banks that offer 4% interest rates in Canada right now are EQ Bank, Neo Financial, and Wealthsimple Cash. Although, if you have over $100,000 in assets with Wealthsimple, you get 4.5% and 5% interest rates if you have over $500,000. Now, this can be in investments too. It doesn't all have to be in Wealthsimple Cash, but $500,000 with Wealthsimple, that's a huge number.
Oh, damn. That was a lot.
The average Canadian, they're not going to have $500,000 sitting at Wealthsimple. However, there is one bank that offers 5% interest rates and you don't even need a minimum balance to achieve that. And that company is Koho. Now, in the past couple years, fintech companies are popping out everywhere. And Koho just so happens to be one of those newer fintech companies. For banking services, they've partnered with a bank called People's Trust. Now, I think what most people are interested in is the 5% interest rate offered by Koho. First question, is it legit? And I can answer that for you. It's legit, I can tell you that. Your money gets insured up to $100,000. And I used to use Koho a little bit in the past pre-COVID, not anymore, and I'll explain why towards the end of the video. Now, to get the 5% interest rates, you need to pay a monthly fee, because their free version only gives 3%, which really isn't that impressive in 2024. But the good news is, it doesn't cost that much to get that 5%. Essentially, there are 3 different plans that you can sign up for that all offer 5% interest rates. And the cheapest one starts at $4 a month. Now, as of early April of 2024, again, the time frame is very important because these banks always change their interest rates every couple months. So, as of right now, Koho's competitors like Wealthsimple Cash, EQ Bank, and Neo Financial all offer 4% interest rates. So to make that $4 a month worth, you need to have at least $4,800 in your savings account. What that means is if you only have $4,000 in your EQ Bank account, there really isn't any point for you to switch to Koho because you're losing value. Let's look at the other 2 paid plans at Koho. You have Extra, which costs $9 a month, and Everything, which costs $18. In terms of extra benefits, you get the premium card, which essentially means that you get more cash back if you use their card to make a purchase. And look guys, I'm looking at it right now, the cash back is not that impressive. Prepaid cards and debit cards will never reach the value of credit cards in terms of cash back and rewards. Although they do claim that they partnered with a bunch of merchants that allow you to get more cash back. But really, might as well go to Great Canadian Rebates to get similar cash back. But then again, I'm not sponsored by Great Canadian Rebates, but at this point I talked about them so much that maybe they should sponsor me. I was just stating a fact and I'll prove it to you. For example, using the Koho card gives you 3.9% cash back at new balance. Sounds decent until you realize that Great Canadian Rebates offers you 4% cash back. So paying more money to get a plan that gives you more cash back at these merchants seems like a waste of money, especially if you could get the same cashback or similar cashback at Great Canadian Rebates for free. And all 3 plans gives you 5% interest rates, which makes you wonder, why would you even go for the top 2 plans if only the $4 plan gives you what you need? The 5% interest rates, which is why most people will use Koho anyways, the high interest on their savings account. Now, Koho has a unique credit building feature. Essentially, by paying a little bit of money, Koho opens up a line of credit for you, and you set aside a certain amount of money to pay back Koho, and then they'll report your payments to Equifax, which makes it seem like you're a reliable person in the eyes of the credit bureau, which should increase your credit score. So the top tier gives you $2 more discount per month on their credit building program. So a $5 discount because credit building plan costs $10. Honestly guys, why would you even pay 2 or even 5 times more just to get an extra $2 off on credit building? Now, I think the main difference between the $4 plan and the top 2 plans are the no foreign exchange fees and the 1 free international ATM withdrawal per month, which could be pretty beneficial for certain customers. So if you're traveling in a foreign country and need to purchase something in in a foreign currency or need to go to the ATM, Koho's top 2 plans has you covered. And yes, if you're wondering, Koho does rebate you for foreign ATM withdrawals once per month. So in conclusion, in terms of value, where does Koho stand? If you have more than $4,800 in your savings account, switching over to Koho would make sense. Cause money-wise, you'll be ahead. But only if you're going for the $4 essential plan. Also, if you travel a lot, it would make sense to upgrade to the $9 extra plan. You know, to waive the foreign exchange fees and 1 free international ATM withdrawal. The reality is you should be investing most of your assets and only keeping an emergency fund in your savings, which is usually 3 to 6 months in expenses, which is definitely more than $4,800 right now because, you know, cost of living has gone up. So yes, for a lot of people, it might be a good option to switch. But here's the thing, I would only consider the $4 plan or the $9 plan depending on your situation. The top plan, $19 a month, I don't see any value in that. On the other hand, I'm actually pretty comfortable with Wealthsimple Cash for now. Yeah, I don't get 5% interest rates that, you know, Koho offers. I only get 4.5% with Wealthsimple Cash, but the flexibility to instantly transfer my money from Wealthsimple Cash to my Wealthsimple investment account, to me, that's worth so much more than the 5% interest rate that Koho offers. But you know what? Koho's savings account is still a pretty decent option, at least in April 2024. I mean, who knows when this video will be outdated. So if you're interested in signing up for Koho, use my promo code down below to either get $20 in cash or 3 free months of the $9 extra plan. And remember to sign up for Koho using Great Canadian rebates. I mean, come on, it's free money, you don't want to waste that. Anyways, that's it for today. If you learned something from my video today, please consider a like and subscribe. And again, I make financial tips for Canadians in my long form content and financial comedy in my shorts. Thank you all, and I'll see you next time.